Hi, I'm actually in line for Starbucks. I have to run, or I want to run, a couple of errands today. I thought I'd take you guys along with me. I literally just uploaded today I guess first in a really, really long time vlog. I was gonna say my first vlog, but that's definitely not true since I've been on YouTube for like a million years. This is what we're looking like today, and I'm obsessed because my hair is out of my face. I have really good SPF on, and I put some brow pencil and gel on just so my brows match my hair color. But other than that, it feels really good to have like nothing on my face. The last 2 days, and honestly way more than that because of like getting ready for work and stuff, and you guys know I do the most with my makeup all the time. So but the last few nights especially, I have sorry, I was trying to let somebody know they can go. I'm being so nice, like it's such Christmas spirit. No, I was actually mad because they're not where they need to be. Like the line starts back here. Anyways, yeah, the last couple nights, it's Sunday today when I'm filming this, and the last couple nights, Friday and Saturday night, we got like all made up and did some holiday stuff with friends. Actually Friday night, I did get all made up, like hair and makeup, but it was like a loungewear pajama situation. And by the way, I got these new pajamas from Skims, and I love them. I don't typically do like long sleeve button up with like long pants. I don't really wear that to bed because it's Florida and I like it to be, well, I do like the room to be kind of cold to where I can like cozy up, but I don't want to feel constricted. Like I really don't. I like a tank top or a big shirt, you know. Anyways, I'm still glad I bought that Skims Set because it is so comfortable. I think I'm gonna wear it like for all of the occasions. Like Christmas Eve dinner, I'm at this point having it at my house as far as I know, and so I'm definitely wearing it then. Might wear it for Christmas Day too. It's like a really pretty dark green. I'll link it in the description box, and it will be an affiliate link, which means I'll make money on the order if you order something, which I appreciate. But I've just been obsessed with Skims lately. Anyways, didn't expect to go on such a rant about that. But yeah, I just uploaded my first vlog, like episode 1 today. It's currently processing. I tried to upload it earlier, and it basically, I mean, this is boring, but basically it was like the wrong aspect ratio because I was editing it on my phone, which is so much easier for me than like putting the video footage on my laptop or on my desktop, uploading it into iMovie, like editing it there, and then exporting it, and then making it into an MP4. Like it is such an annoying process for me. Like no, it's annoying. Ooh, sugar plum cheese Danish. That sounds really good. I'm hoping they have this new drink, which honestly, it's not really that new. I thought it was, but then I looked at the components of it and I was like, y'all already had this. Basically, it's an iced white chocolate mocha with peppermint cold foam on top, but it's called like Merry White Mint or something, and sounds really good. And then I'm gonna get a snack because I've eaten literally nothing today, and it's 12:45. Okay, I'm gonna have to order in a second, but I thought I would take you guys along with me because I want to go to at least Crate and Barrel. The main thing that I want to get is a new vase for my kitchen table. I don't really know what I'm doing with decorating, honestly. Like, I'm not great at it. I like expensive shit, and I'm not really good at finding like dupes or like trying to be creative as far as like, you know, trying to buy less expensive stuff. So anyways, basically what I have on my table now is just not it, and I don't want to go nuts, and honestly financially cannot go nuts, but I do want to get a new vase for the table. I'm looking for like a white one. I kind of have like a certain shape in mind and a certain size. They do have a ton online, of course, but I was originally looking at like Amazon. I looked at Target at one point and I just can't find what I want. So I'm like, I'm just gonna have to go to Crate and Barrel. And I thought, like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be hosting Christmas Eve dinner. And so I do want to get like a couple little Christmassy decor things, but I don't know. I wish I could just go to Target for that type of stuff, or like even Home Goods, but I feel like especially Target has been so disappointing the last couple years. I remember going into Target before and being like, oh my God, I can't wait to look at the home stuff. And now I'm like, I barely want anything in there. Okay, I do want to just try this drink really quick. Oh, it has like chocolate on it. Really sweet, like dessert, but really good. So yeah, it's white ice white mocha with I think there's peppermint cold foam and maybe peppermint, like a shot of peppermint or something like that, a squirt of peppermint. Anyways, I'm gonna head to Crate and Barrel now and I'll show you guys what I find. Okay, I did not get a ton, but I am really happy with what I did get. Basically, you guys saw those colorful like linen napkins. Look what I got. I got all the different colors. The checkout girl was like, oh, are you a designer? Are you just like sampling these colors? I was like, no, I'm gonna put each and every one of these at my table. I really want a colorful vibe. Like I love like pops of color, but I also love, like, I know it's like, why go to Crate and Barrel then? Because they're very like neutral white. Like everything in there was like white basically, but these are gorgeous. They're such like nice quality. I will literally use these for like a dinner party or something literally all year. And then I did get this vase, which is the one I was looking at online, and honestly not nearly as expensive because it was on sale, not nearly as expensive as I was truthfully willing to spend. So now, I can't believe I'm saying this, I'm gonna brave Hyde Park and I really want to go to Anthropologie because now I have this idea of getting candlestick holders, like really colorful ones, which I already have 2 that I could steal from my bookshelf for the table, but I want to get a few more like of really pretty colors. And then I want to get black flameless like LED flickering candles. Actually my parents' house for Thanksgiving, they had these candles, which I've seen before, that like have that fake flickering light. I just love the ambiance so much. So I would love to find colorful candlesticks that are like LED or that have that flickering thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find them online. I looked on Amazon briefly, didn't really see anything, or at least didn't see colors that I wanted because I love like jewel tones or like pastels. But anyways, I am gonna go there since I'm already in freaking Tampa. I know they have some candle holders and we'll see what they have. Okay, I'm out of breath. I need to use hand sanitizer immediately. There were so many people in there. That was way too fucking much. Like I can't. I'm so glad I knew exactly what I wanted and found it and basically got out of there. And don't worry, I'm not sitting here like talking to the camera. There's actually, like, while taking up a parking spot, there's actually a few spots right there in front of me. Anyways, very busy. So glad I got in and got out. I did find some candlestick holders. Not as many options as I've seen in the past. I feel like they were pretty picked over, but the ones that I got, I'd show you, but they're all like wrapped up. The ones that I got are really, really pretty. And I'm very big, as much as possible, I'm very big about like buying stuff that I want to have for life, basically. Like, I do not want to buy stuff that's just like, oh, just for this year, like that'll be fine, that'll, you know, fit the bill. No, I want stuff that's like, I want this in my house forever. You know what I'm saying? So I got some candlestick holders. I'll show you guys like when I set everything up. And then I also got, I like could not pass these candles up. I do love this like reusable bag. Anytime I've ever bought something from Anthropologie, like they always have pretty nice bags. But I love this, and I love that it's reusable. I know it's like, yeah, chill, but I'm just, I don't know, pleasantly surprised. So definitely spent more money in there that I wasn't anticipating on spending. But it was also a factor of like so many people in there. It was just like, grab what you're getting and get in line and get the hell out, because there was just too many people, and so there wasn't a lot of time to like contemplate my decisions, which maybe is by design. I don't freaking know. The only thing is, I actually did do a Google search for tapered candles that are colorful, that have like an LED, like flameless flicker thing. And I did find some. They're not, the ones that I see so far are not outrageously expensive, but they're not cheap either. Again, it is something that I would want to display like all year round. I just love like colorful stuff like that all year round. I mean, the decorative candles that I bought are literally Christmas trees. So those, you know, eventually, probably like in less than a month, are probably going to have to go into a container and like into storage until next winter and next Christmas. I will definitely be excited to take those out again though. But the like candle holders, the like vase, obviously I'm going to have all year round. Those napkins I'll have all year round, like if I were to have another party. So trying not to freak out about how much money I spent, because again, it's like stuff that I'll want to reuse over and over again. That includes those, if I do end up getting those flameless candles that I found online. But I'm going to keep looking online and see if I can find them for a little bit cheaper, and just see like what's out there at different price points. The only other thing that I was thinking would be oh shit, I forgot I had brow stuff in. I hate when I forget I'm wearing makeup and I go to like touch my face and it really ruins everything. The only other thing I really wanted to get, which is not like a deal breaker, I don't absolutely have to. Sorry, my garage opener just fell. It's not like a deal breaker, like if I don't have it, our house is gonna look like crap, but I think it'd be so pretty. I saw like a version of this on Pinterest and I just was like, I want to do something like that. Basically, it's where I would hang from my dining room table, like chandelier, some ornaments with like little pretty ribbons, colorful. And I was thinking, instead of like regular ornaments, doing stars, because I could even keep that up like through New Year's Eve. So I don't know. I'm going to put that on the back burner. Maybe I'll look at that like online later tonight, because like I said, I already spent more money than I wanted to spend and I still have to buy those candles. So now I'm headed home. I am done with all the people, done with all the traffic, done with all the parking, and it's almost 3 o'clock anyway, so I'm going to head home. Good morning. Me and my baby are having our little breakfast. My other babies, oh, they're coming in now. They were outside. I have my baby literally eating her breakfast on a heating pad this morning because it's really cold, actually. I definitely have the heat on, but I felt like it was still cold. And fun fact, cockatiels originate from Australia. I don't even know if Australia ever gets cold, but like they really like tropical weather. So I try to keep it warm for her. Oh my gosh, her feet are warm now. Yay. Okay, you guys have to try these cookies if you haven't already. Oh my God. I made these last year and they're like snowball, kind of like shortbready type cookies. So good. I'm about to have one. They don't make that many though. I think they only made like 10 or 12. So I'm gonna have to make another batch for Christmas, but obsessed. Also, what I love about these cookies is they're not too sweet. Like, I could have 18 of them and not feel like they're too rich, you know? So good. Okay, sorry about the microwave in the background, but I am so excited about the package that just arrived and I wanted to unbox it with you guys. Okay, they're the same thing, but there's 3 different ones. So let's see, I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. I really need a tripod for down here. Okay, let's see, hang on. Oh my God. This is as cute as it was online. So obviously it's a coffee mug or tea or whatever, but is this acrylic or glass? I think it's acrylic. And oh my God, I gotta open the rest of them and show you. Oh my God, this one might be my favorite. This is so pretty. Look at these colors. Ooh, this one's kind of pinkish too. See, I ordered these literally like at least 2.5 weeks ago, so I kind of forgot which colors I ordered. This is pretty. It's a lot more pink like in person, but they did have a 4th color, but it was kind of plain if I remember right. So I just got these 3. I seriously love like glass or clear mugs. I had more, you see I have one right there. I had more, but like one of them broke. And then a couple of the other ones that I bought like were not big enough for the coffee that I usually have. I am so excited. I'll link these down below. It's not affiliated or anything, but in case you're interested. Okay, so I just sat down at my vanity a little bit ago and I decided I'm gonna do another day of basically no makeup. I just wanna take advantage of the days that I don't have to, even though I love it. I feel so good when I wear makeup. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like all I have today is therapy, which I want to talk about. And then I want to take the dogs on a walk. And that's literally it. So I do have clients pretty much every other day this week, including Saturday. So I'm going to have to wear makeup and I'll get all glammed up and stuff like that. But not today. I'm going to take advantage of just relaxing and not worrying about, you know, doing the whole thing. Also, I feel like every time I go to therapy, oh my God, I just started going to this new therapist. And like I said, I'm going to talk about it today a little bit, but every time I go to therapy, I swear to God, I like see the therapy couch and I just start bawling practically, or that's how it feels. So all the more reason to not wear makeup so I don't have to worry about messing it up. She loves my bracelets. Did you guys know that I'm a bracelet girly now? I just got these this year and I love them. But she loves them too. Sucks that they're on my right hand because, you know, can't really do everything that I want to do. But I don't really know where to start with this therapy conversation. Basically, at the time of making my appointment, and if you don't know, I've been in therapy a ton of my adult life. Off and on, a lot more on than off. I've done multiple different types of therapy. And most recently, I was doing a therapy starting in the spring of this year. I started a type of therapy that my psychiatrist and my therapist at the time recommended, which is called RODBT. So RODBT is for a group of people, a subset, like a type of personality type that I didn't know existed, which is an over-controlled type of personality. Basically, I just have to, and you guys might have seen this in my makeup even. I know that I relate so much with so many different aspects of my life, including like how truly obsessive compulsive I am about my like appearance and my beauty routine. It's a lot. And it's hard to find a balance because I love it so much. So anyways, I am definitely this over-controlled personality type. Not absolutely every aspect, if you look it up, is relatable to me, but most of them are. And how it manifests for me is I am highly anxious, but I am high functioning. Despite being medicated, I seriously experience anxiety. Like it really feels like it rules my life a lot of times. But I've become so high functioning that sometimes I forget like how much anxiety affects my life. Okay, I just went and grabbed my iPad because sometimes it's just so much easier for me to, you know what, every time. It's so much easier for me to read something out that's already like a concise set of information versus trying to come up with it with my own mind. So just a couple things. RODBT is radically open dialectical behavioral therapy. And again, I had literally never heard of this until the beginning of this year. So here's some things where there's both dialectical behavioral therapy, which is more for an under-controlled person who is very impulsive and acts on their emotions and is very, like, totally the opposite of me in so many ways. Whereas the over-controlled is somebody who is so controlled of their emotions and their behaviors. And I specifically have a lot of beliefs around justice and how people should behave. I have very low tolerance for, this is all like how much fun I am. I have very low tolerance for a lot of different behaviors in people, most of which you guys would probably agree with, but most people, for example, if I see somebody like cutting in line at a coffee shop, a lot of people would be like, that's fucking rude and that's annoying, but they can kind of like let it go. This is a stupid example, but there's things like that where it really bothers me because I am so in control of like how I'm perceived and try to be so conscientious. Again, try very, very hard. I'm sure I've made mistakes along the way, but I try really hard to be like courteous and conscientious of others around me. I'm very aware of how I'm perceived. I'm very perceptive. I'm very hyper vigilant. And so it's so much so that it has become what they say maladaptive over control. And it's characterized by 4 core deficits. I'll tell you if any of these, I haven't read these yet on this website at least. So I'll tell you if these relate to me, but low receptivity and openness manifested by low openness to novel, unexpected, or disconfirming feedback. Oh my God. I am so bad at receiving criticism. I really thought it was because when I was growing up, and this could be true, when I was growing up, I at least felt like my parents were very controlling. Like I was criticized a lot for my behavior. I felt like, again, this is just my perception. I felt like I was being told to change my personality and change my behavior so often in very formative years and literally until I moved out of my parents' house, that I feel like it has manifested in this attitude where I cannot really, I don't do well at receiving feedback or criticism. Or I mean, if my husband like calls me out for something and he's like such a gentle, sweet creature, but if he, you know, calls me out in some situation, it is like, I have such a hard time with that feedback. Like it really, I need help. I really, really do need help with it. So this I relate to. An avoidance of uncertainty or unplanned risks, suspiciousness, hypervigilance for potential threat, marked tendencies to discount or dismiss critical feedback. I mean, I definitely have the anxiety and I think it's joked about a lot and I joke about it too, but I think this example gives a bigger or suggest a bigger issue. And I think you guys would agree. For example, the type of person that is not spontaneous very often, that really needs like a planned schedule. Again, I mean, my husband I'm with so much, so he's a great example. But if he were to say, hey, like this tomorrow we're going to do this, or tonight we're going to do this, I'd be like, I need to mentally prepare for this. I don't care what it is. Like I cannot just have that thrown on me. What I was going to say is the type of personality that is checking the menu and, you know, looking at the restaurant reviews and looking at the restaurant's ambiance, like before you're even going to the reservation, because you want to like know what to expect so much. And I mean, you can imagine, like, that's not like, oh my God, my life is ruined for that one aspect, but you can imagine how that manifests in other things in a person's life, and it definitely has mine. Okay, next is low flexible control, manifested by compulsive needs for structure and order, hyper perfectionism. Holy shit. Like that is me to a T.
High social obligation and dutifulness, yes, which is why I feel like I have such high standards for how I am socially and how I am, like, I guess in public, like around other people, that it really pisses me off when other people don't do that. And I should be happy for them that they don't have to, you know, be so, again, hyper vigilant about their behavior. But you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully you at least, if you can't relate to this, hopefully you can at least see my point of view, where you are so like trying so hard to do something, and when you see other people just like taking it like it's no big deal, it pisses me off. So I do get angry a lot, like internally. Also manifest with compulsive rehearsal, premeditation, and planning. Absolutely. Compulsive fixing and approach coping. Oh my God. Rigid rule governed behavior. Yes. High moral certitude, aka there's only one right way to do something. I pretty much feel that way. Number 3, pervasive inhibited emotional expression and low emotional awareness. Yes, even though I feel like I do think a lot about my mental health, why I am the way that I am, I definitely am proud of the level of insight that I have, because I'm able to see like the way that I'm thinking and the way that I'm behaving, and I'm able to question like, okay, why am I doing this? What can I do about this? You know, like I'm not just blind to these behaviors or to this like personality of mine. But I'm very bad at, I've been in therapy so many times, and often a question when you're upset about something or you're talking about something like, where do you feel that in your body? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I literally do not know. I could list the emotion that I'm feeling verbally, but I'm not connected to my body very much at all. Now, this part, though, I don't really relate to. It says being insincere or incongruent with your expressions of emotion, aka smiling when distressed, showing concern when not feeling it. That's not true. I feel like I'm a very empathetic person. And I'm definitely somebody who wears my emotions on my sleeve. Like, I definitely cannot hide when I'm feeling it, or at least it's very difficult for me to. Consistent underreporting of distress, no. If I'm upset, it's all I'm talking about, which is probably really annoying for those close to me. Low awareness of body sensations, that's what I was talking about a second ago. And then number 4, low social connectedness and intimacy with others. Yes, yes, yes. Manifested by aloof and distant relationships, feeling different from other people, frequent social comparisons, high envy and bitterness, I guess somewhat, and reduced empathy. I don't agree with the reduced empathy. But most of what I just read off is very relatable to me. And so all that's to say, I started a therapy but did not continue a therapy that was related to RODBT. And you might be saying like, hello, you just read us off these things and you said that's exactly how I am. I relate to this so much. I'm definitely this personality type. Why didn't you stick with the therapy? Well, number 1, the therapy, I initially was really excited about it because it was 2 sessions a week. I wanted something a little bit more intensive because honestly, like the therapy I'm doing now is we're just doing 1 session a week. It's like 50 minutes at a time. And I'm literally going to tell her today, hey, for the next session, I need to either book 2 sessions a week or I need to do 2 hours at a time, because the 50 minutes a week is not cutting it. Like, it's just not. As much as I don't feel like spending the money because it is cash pay, I need it. Like, the 50 minutes is just not enough. So I was really excited by like how intensive it was going to be. However, it's very much done on like a regimented type therapy. You do individual therapy and then you do group therapy, and it's by this book where like each week you're going through the book and somewhat talking about, you know, the therapist will say like, okay, what's some examples for you? Like, how did this come up for you? But it's not a lot about like, why am I this way? It's not very individualized. You know what I'm saying? And so I really felt like I wasn't getting that much out of it. And it was also cash pay. Again, like 2 times a week. I was spending like $1,000 a month on therapy. And I was like, yo, if I'm not feeling like I'm getting much out of this, I could either continue and hope to get something out of it, or I could take a break from this and like see what I actually want to do. So I did end up taking a break, and I wasn't in therapy. I mean, I've been medicated, I see a psychiatrist, but I wasn't in actual therapy for months. And honestly, I was doing fine. Like, I have hard days for sure, but I was doing okay. And I do feel like even just acknowledging that there is almost like a diagnosis for my type of personality, like, made me feel a lot better. Not so that I can just be like, well, not my fault. Like, now I don't have to do anything about it. But you know what I mean? It's just like validating to be like, yeah, this is a thing. This isn't like you're a selfish bitch, which could also be true. But like, you also have this personality type that's really hard for somebody to manage, and it's causes a lot of anxiety, blah, 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 blah. So that was at least very helpful for me. And then not that long ago, I just realized that I was feeling a lot of anxiety. I was getting very irritable. I was like bickering with my husband way more than we ever do. I mean, me and my husband like truly don't really fight. And so that was happening a little bit more. And I was like, what is going on? Like, do I need to just get back in therapy? And so 2 things. One, this is insane to me. I found out that I was literally, how stupid is this? I was accidentally taking, for at least a couple of weeks, my old prescription bottle of my antidepressants, and it is a lower dose than I'm on. I was taking 10 milligrams instead of my prescribed 20 milligrams because literally I was just organizing my pills one day. I put them in my little pill organizer. Okay, put the pill bottle back. You have your pills in a regular like organizer. I wasn't like pulling it out of that bottle every day, so I wasn't really looking at the bottle. And of course, like many medicine cabinets, which has now been resolved, but it was very like, we had a lot of medicine in there that definitely we finally went through and threw all the expired stuff away, blah, 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 blah. But anyways, because of that, I was like withdrawing from my antidepressant in a little bit of a way, and it affected me so much. And once I figured that out, like I literally went to organize my pills for like the following week, and I accidentally grabbed that 10 milligram bottle, and I was like, is this what I've been doing? Like, is this why I'm like having so many issues right now? And honestly, for the last like a little bit more than a week, I've been on my right dose of medication, and I feel so much more like myself. It is insane. I mean, it's probably like, yeah, no shit, but it's crazy that I accidentally did that to myself. Like, I feel so bad for my brain. Oh my God, I just tried to like baby myself and my brain for like a few days, like drinking a lot of water, like taking it easy, and just, oh my God, I felt so bad that I was doing that. But because of that anxiety I was feeling, I mean, the truth is, even though, yes, it was resolved by taking my right medication, I know that I really do need to be in therapy. And I think that I need to change my mindset on therapy about it not being necessarily like, I'm going to do therapy for 6 months and it's going to be fine and it's going to be over. I feel like I want to start, or I need to start looking at therapy as like, this is probably something I'm going to do for the rest of my life, as well as my medication, which I've been aware of that and accepted that for a long time. But this is probably something I'm going to do for the rest of my life, and I just need to accept that and deal with it. Anyways, so I did find a new therapist, and if you've never been in therapy, hear at least this, what I'm about to say. It is very rare for you to find a therapist, like the first one that you go to, and for that to be your ride or die therapist for your life. Like, it is very hard, in my opinion, to find a therapist that you really click with, that you like their approach to therapy, that you feel like you are, I don't know, like the vibe is like exactly what you need and want. And so starting this process again, I was like, oh my God, like this is not going to be fun. But luckily the therapist that I chose has really good reviews. She is in my area. My love. And this time around, I was able to go in and be like, hey, these are some of the issues I'm dealing with. and I really want to take a much more active approach to my therapy versus just going in, which is what I've done in years past, forever. I'd go into a therapy session and just kind of sit down and it'd be like, hey, like, how are you doing? Like, anything going on this week? Like, you know, anything come up that you want to talk about? And unless there was some big blowout, like with my family or something, it was like, I'm fine, I guess, you know. We would talk about stuff, but it just was very passive on my part. Like, I just felt like the showing up to therapy and paying the bill was like, okay, I'm checking the box, I'm doing it. You know, some sessions I would leave and with that attitude and go, oh my God, that was so good. And I got a lot out of that. But a lot of sessions were like, why are we not like on a regimented program right now? So anyways, I did walk into this therapy office this time, and I've only been to 2 sessions now. Today will be my 3rd, but I was very much like, here are the things that I want to start talking about, and I need help with this, I need help with that. And I did like her responses to what I was saying. It seemed like her approach was a lot of what I was looking for, which was, you know, I told her I really want actionable steps to change my mindset, to change the beliefs that I have about myself and the world that I live in. Because I do think that, in my opinion, that's a lot of it, is if you examine the beliefs that you have. Like, for example, if I had a belief that my mom doesn't love me, if that was my belief, then I want to analyze that and look at why I believe that, look at how that's affecting my life, look at all the reasons or evidence that I feel like I have to why that's true, but then also look at the evidence as to why that might not be true. It might just be something that I perceived and then like really held on to. And of course, I know a lot of you guys would agree that our beliefs about, again, ourselves, our world, our relationships, they dictate our reality. They really, really do. And so if you're just like walking around blindly living your life based off of beliefs that are not serving you, then it's like, we need to change that. So anyways, that's a little bit of my story. So today, unfortunately, I do not have like a long session. It's only 50 minutes. But like I said, I am going to tell her that I want to start doing longer sessions and kind of see how that goes. To be really honest, I don't know if this is going to be the first time you guys have ever heard this, but I watch a lot of Dr. Phil. And if you don't watch him, you might be laughing at me, but if you do, you will agree. Like his show has been, of course, there's like just ridiculous episodes that are very entertaining. Ridiculous as in like, you know, bunches of family drama and stuff like that. It's not necessarily, but a lot of the episodes he's had has helped me a lot. Like the things that he says, I just really, really appreciate the show and I love him so much. And I bring this up because on the show, there is he puts a lot of people like in rehab and he'll mention like the name of the rehab and, you know, of course it's like a sponsored thing. The rehab people are usually there and, you know, you get to know like, oh yeah, he really likes these certain places. He always sends these people to Origins or whatever, recovery center. And so one of the things or places or resources that he has talked about and sent a lot of his guests to is a place called Onsite. And it's in, Dr. Phil says it's in the rolling hills of Tennessee. And it's like a very rural, like countryside horse farm, basically, where it's basically an inpatient therapy and group therapy retreat. So it's not inpatient, like I always think of hospital. It's not, but it is like you go there, you stay there. I think there's like week-long programs, maybe longer, but you do, you know, it's intensive. You're there, you're staying there. So you're meeting people and doing group therapy. You're doing a lot of individual therapy. And it's definitely like a reset for people to kind of like, okay, let's actually look at what's going on in your life. And, you know, it's not an hour session once a week is what I'm saying. So to be honest, I a lot of times feel like that's something that I need. And I definitely get, and I'm not big on doing like disclaimers and stuff, but I just want to say I definitely understand that even considering that option is a humongous privilege. And talking about going to therapy is a humongous privilege. And I wish so desperately that it wasn't. I do believe that it is a human right, just like healthcare in general. And mental health is healthcare. So I just do want to say that and recognize that privilege. With all that said, I do want to look into on-site or a place like that. I was looking the other day at other places that do similar things. And I'm sure it's because, I've seen Dr. Phil talk about on-site a million times, but it did really seem like on-site was the nicest, seemingly well put together place that I found. But anyways, I will see and of course let you guys know if something like that were to happen. I did send them an inquiry just to see, but I honestly think it's like thousands of dollars. So in the meantime, I want to see if some more rigorous therapy, weekly, would be helpful. The other thing I want to say, because I'll probably be cutting this vlog off here soonish. I just wanted to mention, going to a lighthearted topic now. I know at the start of this, I talked about organizing my table for Christmas and stuff, and I am guessing if you're still here, you're wanting to see the results. I did set it up yesterday when I got home, and I'm really excited about it. However, I have a couple more things coming, and they should be here this week. So I really want to include that in this vlog. I'm going to set it all up as the things come in, and then I will include the final result. I think it's going to be really, really pretty. So I think as far as this vlog goes, because it feels like it's already been a lot of footage, I am going to add that here at the end, and then I'll see you guys in my next one. So, all right, this is going to be the end of this vlog, but I did want to show you, as promised, the finished product of my Christmas table, Christmas Eve, Christmas, whatever. I might leave this up all year round, honestly, besides the Christmas trees, because I freaking love it. Let me know what you guys think. Ta-da! Here it is. So, my favorite thing definitely is the stars. I got these little star ornaments from Pottery Barn Teen or Pottery Barn Kids or something. I literally was just Googling star ornaments, and these are all sparkly. I thought they were perfect. And then I have a couple different color ribbons on there holding them. And then here's the table. It's nothing insane, but I absolutely love it. This runner is not for Christmas. I recently got this, and I will keep that up all year round. I didn't have any little holders for the linen napkins. So I saw this on Pinterest where somebody just tied cute ribbon around them, and I actually love that even more. And so that's what I did. You can see all the different color linens. And then did you guys notice the candles? So probably obviously these are little fake LED flickering candles. They come with a remote. These trees are so pretty. This is from Anthropologie. When I saw these trees, they're so shiny and pretty, I could not turn them down. So I'm gonna have those for years to come. And yeah, I was talking earlier in this video about wanting candles that were colorful and all different colors. And I found these from lights.com, but then I saw a listing on Amazon for them. So I'm happy with those for sure. And then this is the vase that I got. And I think I'm pretty much just happy with this plain eucalyptus for year round. It's kind of simplistic, which I really like. Oh, hello, my love. Hi. She's been playing with the ribbons a little bit, and it's so cute. Look at her. Oh my God. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I will be in the comments responding to you guys. I'd love to talk to you there, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.